Hello everybody! Welcome to the first US mini tournament. Really excited. So we have some of the things set up right now. For those who don't know, my name is Perswayable. I'm a former top survivor, former top 50 hunter as well. Ranked first overall for EXP in Season 1 on the US and European server. And I'm really excited to get this first US mini tournament. So with that being said, what we are going to have is we have two teams for tonight. We have Team Lamborghini versus Team Alpha. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce each team as they come. So in this setting right here, what we have is we have Team Alpha's Hunter versus Team Lamborghini's team. So how about I introduce some of these players for you? So premiering for Team Alpha is Blue Racer. Blue Race Car is a 15th overall hunter in the US server. He's ranked 15th. His win rate is above 77%. Really good hunter. I've played him before, and it's going to be really interesting to see what he does today. Premiering for Team Lamborghini, the four survivors, we have Liz Flower, ranked #1 survivor currently in Season 2 in US. We have Skywalker. He's actually #3 hunter playing as a survivor. We have the user End, who is a #31 hunter, and we also have Kenny, who is a #60 survivor. This, of course, is only the first one. For those who don't know how this is going to work, is we're going to have a unique set of rules for this tournament. So what that means is that the hunter is allowed to ban one character, any character. He's allowed to choose the map that he's going to be playing for. And furthermore, the teams that are the survivors are only allowed to play one character for that entire team. What does that mean? That means that you are not allowed to use two coordinators. It means that you are not allowed to use two mechanics. This is going to allow a lot of flexibility. It's going to allow a lot of things that are happening. And I'm really excited to see how this all ends up working out. And without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to have them kind of set this up a little bit and see what is working in terms of who they're going to ban, who they're not going to ban. And I think that they have this settled right now. We have the map that they're choosing. And again, very interesting stuff. It's going to be awesome to see how this is going to panel out. Again, some of these are top players. And yeah. So, with that being said, let's see what we have here. So, we're going to go here and we're going to see which character is going to be banned. So right now what we are going to do is we are going to ask Blue Race Car who he plans on banning for this tournament. And what we try to do now, because this is the first US mini tournament, what we're going to do is we're going to try to organize this the best that we can and really make sure that we have some smooth gameplay. We're going to have this team go first, and then we're going to jump over into the next lobby and have them choose. Very excited for this. So I have played against all of these survivors, and I have also played against these hunters. They're all very good players. Top players, really solid, can pull some amazing moves, and I'm really excited that everybody is going to be able to see this. And it seems that he has banned the coordinator, and it seems like he has started with the Moonlit River Park. And again, we have Team Lamborghini, who are going to be the survivors. Again, you have Liz Flower, Skywalker, End, and Kenny. And we're also going to have the hunter represented Team Alpha, which is Blue Race Car. And we are going to get this underway. I'm really excited to see this. I'm really excited to see some of the gameplay. And see what's going to happen with this. Again, so what we're going to do as well is we're going to try to do our best to fluctuate between the survivors. There is a delay in the stream, only slightly, to really make sure that everybody has fairness. And we're really going to see who he's going to play. And what's really interesting with this now is that, again, so Blue Race Car, we're going to focus on Blue Race Car just a little bit because he is a hunter that you guys are going to see. Blue Race Car is ranked 15th overall. I think his best at one point was ranked 13th, which was really solid. It seems what he's going to do is he's going to experiment, it seems, or it appears, to experiment with this Ripper. And what's interesting with the Ripper is that everybody knows that the Ripper was just recently changed. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. It's a little bit of a gamble. We're going to see if he's mastered, because the Ripper does have a little bit of a difference. Very, very exciting. He has an area attack that occurs in the beginning of the game, and his Foggy Blades has been altered, so it's going to be interesting to see why he's choosing this character. Has he been practicing him? Does he think that the Ripper is a little bit better than what the Ripper used to be? Typically in the high ranks, the high tiers, what you see in the U.S. is you see a lot of the Joker plays, you see a lot of the Geishas, occasionally you see the Feaster. You don't really see too much of the Ripper anymore, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this works out. So here we go. So we have the Ripper. We're going to follow some of his gameplay. We'll see where he's going. So he seems like he's going to be appearing more towards Skywalker. Skywalker again, ranked number 3rd Hunter. We're going to see how this goes by. He missed his area attack. Oh, nope, he did not miss. He connected it. That's a nice early hit. And we're going to see where Skywalker is going to try to relocate. He charges the attack, and that's an instant down very quickly. That's a good job on the Ripper right there. He really got down that, as you can see, if you can see a lot of those movements right there, you see the fog, that actually increases his movement speed. Very excited stuff. So we're going to keep seeing how, there we go. So he's able to hit him at least one time. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is Kenny. Kenny was able to get a rescue in there. We're going to see how Kenny goes. So Tide Turner. Now the thing here though is that the Ripper needs to be careful. The Ripper needs to make sure that he can secure that kill with Skywalker. What happens is that if you have a hunter that is constantly going after different survivors, and those survivors are constantly changing who goes on the rocket chair, what you're really doing at that point is you're giving it a lot of time for other people to see what's exactly going on. So there we go, nice hit. We'll see what he's going. So the Ripper really is using his versatility. He's moving around. I'm so excited to see some of these top players. It's so good to actually be able to watch them instead of facing them. These are all scary players to go again. So the Ripper seems like he's going to be moving. Blue race car, again, blue race car, ranked 15th overall. Currently, right now, we have Skywalker. Skywalker is close to death, ranked number 3rd Hunter. I can tell you personally, when I face Skywalker, I'm always scared. Skywalker is a phenomenal hunter. So let's see what we have going on. We have 2 people down. For those who don't know, remember, for every survivor that survives, the team gets 1 point. The total amount of those survivors after 3 rounds, a total of 6 rounds, is the team that's going to win. So now we have 2 people down. We have 3 ciphers remaining, and really we can see that Blue Race Car has practiced with this Ripper, and he's really being able to do a lot of things with this. Let's see what he's going to do now. So he's going to hit them with the area attack. So for those who don't know, right now with the Ripper, what you have with the Ripper is that when you hit that area attack, you barely have next to nothing of a attack recovery speed, which is really, really cool. Let's see what he's going to do now. So we're going to see them pick up. And that right there is Kenny. Kenny, again, is ranked number 60th overall. I'm going to change this. There we go. Bear with me. He's looking around. He's moving around. He's trying to find more people. Let's see what he does. Does he see anybody? Very, very good. This is a solid match. Good play, good match on this hunter. And I'm not going to lie. I'm very impressed to see him using the Ripper so early after a buff or a rework. Because even me, so what happens is when you have these character reworks, right? And that's a very good thing. Whenever we have the character reworks, it's always a good thing because it's showing you that the game is constantly always revolving. The game is evolving. The game is constantly trying to find a way to balance itself out to be the best game that it can be. And what's really interesting is that when you have these sort of new updates, it's so exciting because you're like, how is this hunter going to be used? And especially when you're a top survivor, you're always worried. Am I going to see this? Am I going to see this or am I not? What we're seeing is top quality gameplay from a Ripper that was just reworked, and we're seeing this being used to its fullest potential. Very solid work from the hunter's perspective. I'm really excited to see how he's moving around. You see that he's using that speed a little bit to kind of have a little bit of that flexibility. Now remember, in this game, you really want to do your best to eliminate as many survivors as you can. Remember, the more survivors that survive, the more points that the team gets. And you never know by rank 6, or rather match 6, whether somebody is only going to win by 1 or 2 points. And that could have been the difference of to whether you took out 3 players versus 4 players. But you know what? I'm going to tell you. Next match, we are going to see Dead827. Phenomenal. Ranked #1 hunter versus Schmitty versus Yo Mama, Xylo Gaming, Hokage, 17, 16, 13, 15. And I'm just really excited to see that gameplay, what's going to happen. And remember, the hunters, as the games go, they can ban different characters, and the teams can choose different characters. They're going to have flexibility, and it's going to be interesting to see now how Team Lamborghini is going to adapt to that. And right there, Team Lamborghini, they were able to at least get 1 point. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Good top quality play. Really good stuff on that blue race car. Very impressed by your Ripper. And now what we need to do is we need to get to the next lobby. And we will give that a break. Man, that is so exciting. Seeing the Ripper being used like that. Just really, really, really top gameplay. Really excited to see that. Just give me 1 second. Hello, guys. We are on live feed right now. Can you guys please send me an invite to the next party?
Get you.
All right. And we are waiting for the next lobby. The next lobby, we have some very, very interesting stuff the next lobby. You are now about to see the #1 hunter in the US server, and I'm really excited. So, what we're going to do, we're going to find out which character is banned. And remember, now in this lobby, what we had, well, in the previous match with Blue Race Car, what we saw with Blue Race Car is that he decided to take out Coordinator, right? Which makes it very difficult for the opposing team to do a proper rescue. We all know that Coordinator is an S-tier character, one of the best characters used in every single rank match. So it's going to be very interesting to see who Dead decides to ban. And just give me 1 second. We're waiting for Dead. Dead is going to ban the mechanic. And that's... Now, some of you may be asking, why is he deciding to ban the mechanic? So, it's actually a very smart play, and it makes perfect sense from the #1 hunter. So, the mechanic is the fastest decoder, especially with a team that knows how to evade other players, okay? And with that being said, the mechanic has a 3% global buff to his whole team, to the overall team. So the idea is that you don't allow it to snowball. You get rid of the machine, or rather the mechanic, and what happens there is that they don't have this amazing decoder on their team. So, whereas you saw in the first match somebody getting rid of the Coordinator for the rescue, here, what we're seeing with Dead827, #1 hunter in the world, or rather US European server, is he's like, I don't want to deal with that decoding if I cannot find the mechanic fast enough. So, what we have again, we got Schmitty, ranked 17th overall. Yo Mama, Yo Mama, username Yo Mama is ranked 16th this season. Last season, he reached rank 2 overall. We saw Xylo Gaming, he's ranked 13th overall. We got Hokage, ranked 15th overall. So he's going to do the dodge. He's going to do it, but we already got Hokage using her perfume. Good job from Dead. Dead understood that he could still get the charge in. Perfumer used the perfume, took the hit, went backwards, but was able to stand right there where the perfume was and still get that hit, and the perfumer is now a one-shot. Perfumer's actually now done. Furthermore, with that being said, he's already unlocked his ability to use his second skill, his charge skill. So, we have somebody down. We're dealing with a thief, a magician, and a coordinator. Now, what you guys are seeing is a typical build for high-tier matches. This is a common sort of setup that we always see. And what's going to make or break this game right now is how well she is going to be able to do the rescue. So what the clown is doing right here is the clown's trying to hit. The clown is trying to hit the coordinator as far away from the chair as possible. So what he does is he charges up his dash hit, and what he does is he tries to get as far away as he can, hit, recover, go for the second hit. If you time it correctly, you can get the coordinator before the coordinator can even get to the rocket chair. Now, the other reason why you do it is a lot of coordinators use Tide Turner, which is the ability to give them that 20 seconds to run, and Flare Gun. So in this case, what Dead did very, very good is he made the coordinator use her Flare Gun and her Tide Turner, which means it's going to be very difficult for them to rescue now. It's going to be interesting to see what they do because the perfumer is down and the coordinator is down. So what is the other two teammates going to do? Now, you may be asking, why are they choosing Moonlit Park? Well, we would have to ask Dead, but the reason why I believe he's choosing Moonlit Park is because the map is so big, it's harder for people to go from one side of the map to the other and perform a rescue or to perform some sort of heal. So that's why a lot of these hunters, you're seeing them choose these big maps. It's a lot harder for these survivors to come in. There we go, another excellent play. Took down Exilo. Again, Exilo ranked 13th overall. Remember, this hunter, Dead is the #1 hunter. He is so good. I faced Dead the other day, and he got me down really fast, and I got really mad, and I was ranked 1st overall for EXP. This hunter is making it look easy. You're seeing top quality gameplay. These survivors on both teams, very good survivors, but you have these top players who are just playing so great. Everything that they do has been part of their craft. We're talking thousands of games, and they do all of these things, and they just make it look so easy, and you're like, I'm ready to go do it, and then you're like, I died. All right, so we have Dead. He's moving around really fast. Excellent controls. He was able to get that hit. Awesome job. Magician thought that he had enough time to throw it down, but he didn't. Dead has excellent controls with this hunter. Like I said, I've seen it firsthand. They were able to perform a rescue. Really good stuff. They're gonna... Oh, good illusion. Good illusion from Yo Mama, but we're gonna see where he's going to go. Unfortunately, two of them are one-shots. They have both used pretty much all of it, and he's in wide open area. And he knows this. He does his charge attack. Dead knew what was happening. Did a good job taking down that Exilo game, and that just went down, ranked 13th overall. I'm going to keep telling you what the ranks are for these guys so you understand that you're looking at some of these top quality plays. Dead, really, really good. What he's doing here is he's putting an attachment on him. This is to increase his attack recovery speed, not... And this is really good. You hit somebody, it allows you to kind of pop your weapon back to get for that second hit. They've already eliminated Hokage, ranked 15th overall. He sees that ping, and he's going to start running around. He's doing a good job managing his resources. He knows when to use his attachments and when not to. He's not just recklessly throwing all of these attachments. He's strategically choosing, when do I choose some of these attachments. Just excellent gameplay. So let's see what he does. So he was able to take down Schmitty, and he's going after Yo Mama. So he understands that he needs to get all four of these players down. He got the terror shock. Amazing. He went past the illusion. He understood. Do you know why that's important? Team Lamborghini is now in front. Team Lamborghini is now in front. He was able to take down all of the survivors. Good quality gameplay from the hunters. Very, very impressed. Very good job, Dead. Good job to the survivors doing the best that you can. Really, really solid work. I think one of the best moves I saw in that match was Dead understanding he's going to use the illusion. I'm going to run around it. I don't want to hit the illusion because then I'm no longer rocket dashing. And if I lose my rocket dash, I allow the magician to continue cutting. That is top quality gameplay from somebody who is thinking within a second, charging, sees it, and says, I need to avoid this. Excellent instincts. Great job. It's always fun to watch dead. All right, so next round we got blue. Hello, guys. If you could please send me an invite, I would welcome that. Thank you.
All right.
And so what we're doing right now, Team Lamborghini, consisting of Dead 827, ranked number 1 hunter in the U.S., Liz Flower, number 1 survivor, Skywalker, number 3 hunter, End, who is the number 31 hunter, and Kenny, number 60 survivor. Right now, they're leading by just 1 point. This is exactly what I would expect from top quality gameplay with top players. I'm just super excited that some of you guys can see this. See what we deal with at the high rank. See these hunters really being able to use their characters. All right, we're going to see who they ban. All right, and he's going to choose the coordinator. All right. So, right now, Team Lamborghini has 1 point. Team Alpha has 0 points. For those who don't know, for who are watching, the hunter is allowed to choose the map. The hunter is allowed to ban a character. And the hunter is also, and then the survivors, they can only choose 1 survivor per the team, right? So you can't have 2 coordinators. You can't have 2 perfumers, right? And how it works is pretty much the survivors that are able to survive, they get 1 point. Well, we were going to add points to the amount of survivors that you are taking down, but it just makes sense just by the survivors that are surviving. And we will see who we are going to go against. So he took down the coordinator. So what we're going to see here, we're going to see the thief. We're going to see the perfumer. We may see the lucky guy. I'm not going to lie. I am very impressed with Kenny choosing the lucky guy. We see some lucky guy in top rank gameplay. This is pretty cool stuff. Oh, I actually have to leave this right here. And we will see what happened. Again, very exciting to see Blue Race Car rank 15th overall for Hunter using the Ripper. I'm very excited. It shows that Ripper right now is being experimented, is being used by some players. As we said that we can manage to see a lot of the clown use and a lot of the rocket dash. Excellent use from Den. Now let's focus on this match here as Team Lamborghini is winning this by 1 point. Again, they choose the Moonlit Park. So what's interesting about this, so we have 2 people up top. Once again, there is a little bit of a delay, so there is no stream sniping, so it's nice and easy. For those who are wondering how we are seeing like this, it's just your standard custom match. And it seems like he has somebody in his scope, so what is he going to do? And so what he is doing right there is that he's using his ability over the pallet. So if he was any other hunter, he would have wanted to avoid that pallet, but he knew that he could have had enough time to use his area attack to go through the pallet and hit him. So that's how he is using the Ripper with that first attack. Excellent illusion from the Magician. The Magician is buying as much time as he can. So what you have right here is the Ripper. He wanted him to jump over the pallet, but the Magician didn't go for it. The Magician was able to avoid that area attack. He understands what's happening. And now you have the Ripper who is going to follow him. He's running out of pallets though. But what I will say is that the Magician being injured so early, he did a decent job at buying time. He did a decent job at least buying more time. So very good work on there using the area of the map that he had. That's a very tough area. I will be honest with you. That's a very tough area. I don't really think I could have done anything differently. It's very hard sometimes to try to transition. And it's the difference between going against a top tier hunter versus not. Against a hunter who isn't ranked 15th in the United States, you can kind of work your way and try to maneuver it so you're going away. Excellent hit against the lucky guy, but sometimes it's really hard. Terra Shock, he was able to prevent the rescue. If you're asking how he just did that, this is one of the reworks with the Ripper. If you can hit with your area attack, you have reduced attack recovery speed, and then you can hit again. So if you're wondering how he was able to recover so quickly, what a lot of the new Rippers are doing as a mistake is they're just swinging and they're trying to hit with their actual hand. You gotta hit with the area attack, hit them, reduce attack recovery speed, get back in there and hit them again. But if you hit them with the normal attack without using that area attack that he just used right there, you have normal recovery speed. So we have a rescue that just occurred. What the coordinator is going to do is going to try to rescue the other person. there we go. So he's going to focus on the Magician. He's focusing on the Magician here because he needs to secure a kill. If all he does is move around and he doesn't secure any kills, it's not good. He's not going to win the match that way. So that's why we call this tunneling, and what he is doing is he's tunneling on the Magician to make sure he can get that first kill. Right now, although he was able to do a terror shock, and although he was able to get another survivor down, he needs to secure these kills. If he doesn't secure the kills, you'll lose the match. These guys know what they're doing. This is a popular method where sometimes it's better if you can body block. It's better for you to go on the rocket chair if you haven't been on, to save the person who's been on there twice. So you know that they can get away. You reset the rocket chair. It allows your mechanic and other people to continue decoding. That's what the survivors are trying to do. The hunter understands it. He's tunneling, just trying to explain this. So I'm getting very excited. That's Kenny, ranked 60th overall for survivor, who just got put on the rocket chair. I'm getting excited. I think I need to calm down a little bit. I'm getting way too excited about this. But I play against these players. Seeing them, they're phenomenal players. I just love seeing this. All right, so we have the Ripper. He's going to secure his kill over here. We're going to see exactly what Skywalker is doing. Skywalker, now again, this is why we are going to see a lot of that the moonlit. We have only 2 ciphers left. We have the lucky guy. Lucky guy we got the mechanic running. All right, the lucky guy just went down. However, the perfumer is currently on a rocket chair. We're going to see if the mechanic is going to be able to rescue the perfumer. So the hunter took a gamble. The hunter thought that the rocket chair death was going to occur, and it did not. So they just bought some more time for their team. Excellent, excellent, excellent work on the mechanic, being able, that Skywalker, number 3 overall for survivor, or rather hunter, and he read the situation. He saw, I got a survivor down over here. I got lucky guy over here. He left the person on the rocket chair. I can run and go over there. Excellent, excellent play styles. I can tell you, especially, and this is where it gets really good. You have players who are able to read the situation. And now, although Skywalker is now on the chair, Skywalker hasn't been on the chair. So it goes back to the thing that I just said. Sometimes a popular strategy is to allow yourself, not necessarily allow yourself, but it's better for yourself to get put on the rocket chair so your other teammates can survive. The mechanic Skywalker was amazing. He got the rescue. They were able, and then when he got the rescue, they were able to rescue another person that was down. And now the mechanic Skywalker, who did that first rescue, is now down. But it's okay to a degree because he hasn't been on the rocket chair. So it resets the right. So you're seeing a really advanced strategy. This isn't random, guys. This isn't just luck. These aren't players who are just doing this randomly. A lot of this is strategized. They know what they're doing. And it just gets really exciting to see. And after all of this, after the hunter doing all of these strikes, he's doing a good job. After doing all of this, they're still up. And believe it or not, they just unlocked the gate. Now it's going to be really, really tight. What's going to happen? Where are they? Is he going to be able to secure a kill? To be honest with you, when I was watching this, I thought that this team was probably going to, at best, tie, maybe lose, because they had the terror shock. You had somebody on the rocket chair relatively quick. Their teamwork is keeping them alive right now. They're in a position where they can actually win despite having 2 people down early game with 5 ciphers up or 4 ciphers up. And that is what separates high tier, these top players. It's not just their ability to kite. It's their ability to kite, their ability to maneuver, and their ability to change positions on the rocket chair. And a lot of them are using Tide Turner right now, which is buying them the 20-second time so other people can decode. Excellent, excellent work. And right now, Team Lamborghini was able to come back, get the tie. Very, very impressive work from Team Lamborghini. Right now, Team Lamborghini is up 3 points to none. However, we are going to see what Team Alpha can do. Excellent work on that part. Excellent work on the Ripper's part. The Ripper was able to do a whole bunch of damage there, was able to get a lot of knockdowns, a lot of kills. If we look at the data here, we were able to see that he was able to do 16 hits. He was able to do 8 individual knockdowns, which tells you 2 things. You're dealing with a high-end hunter, and you're dealing with high-end survivors. As a high-end hunter, it's very difficult to be going against these players. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal gameplay, what they just did there. They came back. That's, oh, so great. All right, so who are we going to ban? So right now, right now what we have Dead 827, number 1 hunter in the United States Europe server, and he represents Team Lamborghini, who's currently up by 3 points. And we're gonna see if Team Alpha can come back. Last round, Team Alpha, all of them got wiped out by Dead 827, so they have not scored a point yet, but I have a feeling that they are ready to redeem themselves. Right now we are waiting. This is just really, really exciting stuff, and I'm excited to see Dead 827. Do you know why I'm excited to see Dead 827? Because as a top player, I face him all the time, and I want to see why he beats me sometimes, or a lot of the times. He's a good hunter. He's very, very solid. I can tell you a lot of the survivors, we see Dead 827 and we cringe. Actually, we do that with Skywalker too. Skywalker is a phenomenal hunter. We actually have 3 top 15 hunters in this game right now. We are gonna see who he is banning, and from there, and I'm getting too excited. I'm getting so excited right now. I gotta drink my water. Excellent gameplay. Really phenomenal stuff there. Very impressed with Skywalker, what Skywalker did. What Skywalker did right there. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go in here. Hey, Dead, who do you... Dead. Hey, Dead, who would you like to ban? We gotta see who he would like to ban. We are waiting for Dead. It is hard to see this. Maybe he's still strategizing with his team. That could very well be the case here. So we're going to give him a little time to kind of select. But I'm very impressed with the mechanic that last round. So for those who don't remember that last round, what you had was Skywalker, who was the mechanic right there. The mechanic was able to go in there, rescue the perfumer right at the last second, and that was amazing. And what the Ripper really thought, I have enough time to leave this perfumer and go after the lucky guy. But when he did that, mechanic, boom, knew what to do, got the rescue. I honestly think that it's the mechanic that round that really saved the overall well-being of the match on their end. Excellent gameplay. Just give me 1 second. We are still waiting for Dead to look at to tell us who we are going to ban. I think he's communicating with his team right now. Dead's probably super focused right now, and he can't. So we're just waiting for him to tell us which person that they're going to ban. So we're still waiting on the ban. But everybody did really well that round. A lot of that versatility, and again, really interesting to see the Ripper being played. I mean, again, that rework, you're seeing him used against some of the top survivors in the game. Really, with that ability to go over that pallet with that area attack. Really, really interesting stuff. Just give me 1 second. We are going to still wait. If you guys can give me 1 second, I'm just going to check over there to see how long they plan on to strategize for. Give me a second. Oh, wait. Oh, mechanic. There we go. All right, good stuff. Good stuff, Dad. Thank you. That's all right. We needed a little break. We need a little break, a little room to stretch out, and you know, I mean, I'm so tense. I'm watching this. I'm like, where are they gonna go? All right, so let's see what we have here. So we're gonna have a coordinator, we're gonna have a perfumer, we're gonna have a magician, and we're going to have a thief. So really, really interesting stuff. Again, this is the typical build that you're seeing. But we're gonna see how Dead 827, again, number one hunter. We're gonna see what he does here, how he's gonna do it a little differently. We can see that he has some attachments around him. I was already able to see a propeller. I was already able to see, yep. So he's gonna get the propeller. He's gonna put that on. A common strategy is to use the propeller, so he can. He's going to use that as well. That makes his initial propeller go faster. And then sometimes you have two different strategies. He can either use the propeller now, and he can start collecting items, but not all hunters do that. What we see Dead doing right now is he has an idea. Oh, so this is what he's going to do. So he's going to be doing two things right now. He's multitasking. He's picking up items, he's looking for the items, and then he's working his way towards the weaker part of the map. He knows where the weaker parts of the map is. Excellent controls. There we go. Good job. Excellent, excellent controls. He has this down, and this is what makes a hunter scary, especially a clown user. Look at these controls, and I'm telling you, I would not be able to do this as a clown user, and I was a top 50 player for clown. So you have to memorize the map in order to do that. You're memorizing all the different things. The thief did a good job putting down that pallet. It seems like he got a little confused as to where to go from there. And what you just saw was Dead do a blink. I think he just used his blink. An amazing play. Wow! Oh! What an amazing play. He used his propeller, blinked forward, and was able to get him just to make sure that survivor wasn't able to get to the next pallet. That takes incredible amount of skill that you'll only see from a top #1 survivor, Dead827. Amazing work right there. That takes a lot of practice. I can do it, but not as good as that. You know, I'm primarily a survivor. So there's a big gap between the top 50 and the top 10. I can assure you that. But there you go. So we had a coordinator use her flare gun. Interesting. What she's doing is she's using her flare gun. We're gonna see. So she took the hit there, and she's going to see if Exilo Gaming can get away. Exilo Gaming, yeah. So he's following the footprints. Exilo Gaming is gonna hop down, but he hopped down too early. Right there, it's not that he hopped down too early. It's that the clown knew what he was doing. So for those who don't know what just happened right there, to really dissect it, what the clown just did, he went up the stairs, and instead of just charging the rail, he decided to go back. And he knew it. So he went up, went back down, he jumped, he was able to get him down. And so really what you need to do as a survivor is you need to do your best to hold off and make sure he actually goes all the way up. But it's a really risky strategy. Sometimes it's a mind game. You either win it or you don't. And it doesn't mean that you chose the wrong option necessarily in terms of your strategy. It just means that your strategy was outmatched for that one round. And so we have the coordinator that's down. He was already able to eliminate the thief. We have the perfumer running. Perfumer was able to take a hit, but the perfumer wasn't able to put more distance between them. A common strategy is to use that perfume in between a pallet, but perfumer didn't have enough time. Perfumer's gonna hop the window. He's gonna hop the window. He's gonna get a boost. Hakage, it's Hakage. Hakage is ranked 15th overall. Wasn't able to get that in time. The problem now is that the clown has maximum presence, which means, right, he has maximum presence. He has, I had to look at my phone. He has maximum presence, which means that his dash is faster. So that is something that's very difficult as a survivor. As a survivor, you don't know when this hunter's presence is fully maxed out. And what does that mean, Perswayable? Well, what that means is that if it's fully maxed out, his dash is faster. So early game, when you can throw that pallet down and intercept his dash with the pallet, it's because he's slower, because he doesn't have a fully maximized dash speed. But when he's fully maxed out like that, very difficult. It's hard to time it. Hakage tried to time it, but his dash was able to get through it. Hakage went down. Excellent game style. We have Hakage right now who's still on the chair. We have the coordinator who's still bleeding out. I do not know if he has self-heal. And we have Yomama who is running around. Alright, so Perfumer was rescued. Now it's just up to the coordinator. Coordinator is still down. We're going to go back to the hunter. We're going to follow the hunter. Hunter has an idea that they're still over here. The reason why he knows they're still over here is because they just did a rescue. And he understands that most of the time when people do rescues, they try to heal as fast as they can. So instead of moving, you try to heal as fast as you can. Again, it's a certain strategy. You either use it or you don't. But in this case, they didn't put a lot of distance between them. He's going to drop down. He's going to swing in the air because he gets immediate attack recovery. For those who don't know, when you drop down and you swing, when you land, you can swing again. Nice terror shock. Excellent timing to use that. That's the difference between a perfumer and a thief. A thief may have been able to avoid that with that 10% Volten bonus, but the perfumer does not have a 10% Volten bonus. And that can be the difference between being terror shocked and not. That can be the difference between getting an extra 15 or 20 seconds out of your kite. So, again, Dead827, #1 hunter. You're seeing #1 hunter sort of maneuvers and strategies. Very good hunter. He's always scary to go against. So he's going to run over here. Let's see what he's going to do. He's either going to go after Yomama. They're still at 2 ciphers. Coordinator is obviously still down. He's going to use the illusion. That time he was able to use it correctly. What Yomama did right there, it's a common strategy with veteran magicians. They'll use their illusion, and sometimes they actually go back to the illusion because they know that hunters go around it. Again, it's a strategy. If the hunter decides not to go around it and randomly swing, he can kill you. But in this case, he knew that he was going to go around, and was that another dodge? Excellent other dodge. Excellent other juke. There we go. That was hard for me to get there. All it comes down to a strategy. Again, no points for there, and we have, right now, we have a total of 3-0. Excellent, excellent work, Dead. And Dead is really showing you how a top hunter will play. This is the stuff that we all have to do. This is what we gotta deal with every time when we try to rank up to rank 5 and rank 6. And all right, so we are going to. Oh, we have a. All right, so give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So what we had there, I could still see the lobby a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that the other team didn't try to invite me. So everything is good now. We're going to see who they want to ban. Excellent gameplay again by Den. You're seeing excellent game. I'm very excited to see Skywalker and Liz Flower. Liz Flower is the survivor with the 915 digits. Liz Flower is a very, very good player. Ranked #1 survivor right now on the server. For Survivor. So it's going to be interesting. You guys are literally seeing the #1 hunter. You're seeing the #1 survivor. They're on the same team. They're friends. And you're also seeing, even with Blue Race Car. So we're going to see Blue Race Car. His win percentage right now is 77%. And that is extremely good for a top 15 player. I can tell you right now. Really, really good solid win rate. We're going to ban the coordinator. All right, same strategies. And we are going to see how this goes. So again, right now we have Team Lamborghini versus Team Alpha. We have the hunter right now. This is Blue Race Car. He is really trying to hone in on the new Ripper's abilities, which I'm very excited about. He represents Team Alpha. Right now they have 0 points. How it's working right now, what we're doing is we're having 1 point for every survivor that escapes, because it doesn't matter if we give a point to the hunters. It equals out to the same math, and the math just is a little bit easier to manage. So what we have here, again, we're going to have... let's see right here. So we're going to have End. So the first person, the Magician, End, rank 31st as a hunter. We're going to have the Perfumer. I wasn't able to see all their names. I wanted to go through it all, but it's all right. They're excited. They want to go for this. So third round, we're going to see what map he has decided to change this to Red Church, and we're going to see why he is going to end up choosing this strategy. Again, one of the benefits of using the Ripper is that you don't have to worry about attachments. You don't have to worry about items. You don't have to worry about manipulating these sorts of items. The biggest problem with clowns sometimes is that sometimes it's difficult to find that propeller. So you could be wasting a lot of time trying to find a propeller, and all these other people are trying to decode at the same time. So now we see this Ripper. We're going to see him try to really use that area tag. And what you're seeing right there, if you're wondering why the survivor threw that pallet down, it's not that they threw it down too early. It's that they're really trying to avoid that area attack, and he was able to do it right there. It's going to be a lot harder for this Ripper to catch up now, because he doesn't have the area attack, so he's stuck with a basic one. Oh, wait, nope, he did. He connected with that second one. Look at that. Wow. I have one job. I have one job to be announcer. He's making hits, and I'm not even seeing them. What am I doing here? It looks like I'm rusty. Excellent gameplay again from the Ripper. Sorry for that, guys. I get too excited. I'm all over the place in terms of looking around, talking to you guys, telling you what's happening. Oh, this is just the stuff that I live for. All right. We see him try to do that hit. He was able to... We still got this down over here. What we're going to do, we're going to change the hair. Here we go. All right, so I have a bigger screen. We have the Magician really doing a better job at trying to put that distance between him and the Ripper. The Ripper needs to be careful about that rescue, so this is what they're doing. They're distracting while they're going for a rescue. The only problem right now is that although they're buying time, it's taken 3 people to do this, which means that they're not decoding as fast. But it doesn't mean that what they're doing is wrong. It means that they need to adapt. You're seeing top-tier survivors adapting. You see that the lucky guy just went down between those hits. Lucky guy is going to be, so lucky guy right there. That user, I believe, is Kenny. Nope, that's actually End. We call that the user End. Excellent, excellent gameplay. Actually, that's not End. That's actually Liz Flower. Sorry about that, guys. That's Liz Flower, so that's the #1 survivor in the game right now. And so the Ripper again, let's see what the Ripper is doing. The Ripper is going to try to get down that lucky guy again. Remember, he needs to secure his kills, and that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to secure that first kill. He doesn't want to get too distracted. He doesn't have the same versatility as what the Clown does, because the Clown has that ability to use the rocket dash. He can sometimes leave that survivor, get that extra kill, but with the Ripper it can be a little bit more challenging because you're relying on that smoky path, or foggy path rather. So they're down to the last 2 ciphers. This is a little bit better. I can see the screen better, we can see the gameplay better, so you don't have an announcer telling you things that aren't happening, saying that they're not making hits when they're making hits. So right now this is going to be N. N is ranked 31 overall as a hunter. He's a magician. He tried to juke there. He could have potentially juked if the Ripper did not use his charged attack. So that was a really good play on the Ripper right there. Nothing wrong with the juke attempt. He knew that the Ripper was catching up to him. Excellent gameplay. Did the best that he could. The Ripper just was able to hold that attack down, and that's why it's better to hold that attack down, because it's easier for you to catch that juke, and sometimes it's easier for you to hit people who are further away. So we'll see the Ripper continuously moving around. He's probably waiting to see if anyone's going to go for the rescue. He needs to be careful to make sure that he's doing a good job at monitoring how many ciphers. They are down to 2 ciphers. You know, for a team that was just had 3 people go for a rescue, 2 people go down. This is a team. Excellent Terror Shock. Regardless of the outcome, they went from 5 ciphers all the way down to 2. They're still adapting as best as what they can. Skywalker pulling off some decent moves as a mechanic. It's going to be interesting to see what the Ripper does. Is the Ripper going to try to get the 3rd person down, or is he going to secure his kills? He's not going to secure his kills. Now, we saw the Ripper do this last game. And if he runs too far away, these individuals are going to be able to heal themselves. So he's doing a good job. He's going back. Remember, these hunters understand how much time they have where they can run away and then when they can come back. They know when they can do this. So it is a strategy. We talked about how sometimes it's easier to be a clown in that situation, to use the rocket dash, get the kill, and go back and secure the kills with the other players. But he didn't have that, and you were able to see the mechanic climb the window and get away. However, the Ripper knew, I'm not going to go after the mechanic anymore. The mechanic is Skywalker, ranked 3rd hunter in the world right now. You're not going to catch him that easily. He's just too good at the game. Get back, secure your kills. And right now we have 2 individuals who have been eliminated. We have Liz Flower, #1 survivor, who is eliminated. And we have also had N, #31 hunter, who is eliminated. We have the Perfumer. This is Kenny, ranked 60th survivor. Again, this is Blue Race Car as the hunter, ranked 15th overall. So you have ranked 15th hunter going after the ranked 60th. However, he's a ranked 60 survivor, which is, there you go. So he's able, excellent hit. He was able to go over the wall, lean over, secure that kill. And it's going to be interesting. What he's doing now is he's going to go after this, after the rocket, after the doll, and what he's going to do is he's going to maneuver back. Is he going to secure his kill? Is he going to go after the next hunter, a survivor? We'll see. It seems right now his tactic is to go after the next survivor. So I actually do not know if I've been paying attention to this, but he better hope that the Perfumer doesn't have self-heal, because if the Perfumer has self-heal, Perfumer's going to be able to get back off, because the mechanic is still a 2-shot. However, if the Ripper has Doom Shock, which is on the North Persona tree, he's going to be able to hit them with 1 shot. It seems like he was keeping track of this and paying attention, he probably knows that the perfumer has actually already healed themselves. So he's been keeping track of this. I haven't been keeping track of this. So that's excellent gameplay from the hunter, so long as the hunter is correct. He doesn't want to put him on the rocket chair. He's more concerned about this mechanic, which is still a very interesting strategy. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've seen a strategy like this where you completely leave the survivor to bleed out and you only focus on the mechanic. However, he knows that the mechanic cannot decode as fast, so we'll see what he's doing. He's moving around, seeing if he has any flexibility. I see what he's doing. Okay, I understand his tactic. What he is doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is he's allowing the perfumer to bleed out because he wants to be able to get the mechanic. If he can get the mechanic, then he prevents the mechanic from using the dungeon. If he can prevent the mechanic from using the dungeon, then the mechanic will not be able to gain a point from Team Lamborghini. Team Lamborghini is already 3 points ahead. Remember, one match can change that. One match, they can have 4 survivors survive, or 3 survivors survive and completely tie or win the match or win the round. And so it's very interesting to see this again. And I know I'm saying that everything is very interesting, but remember, guys, this is the first tournament. This is the first tournament that we're seeing on the live feed. We're seeing some of these top caliber plays. We're trying to dissect their brains, their strategies, their tactics. Dissect their brains. What is this, right? However, he's still trying to go. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to switch this to the mechanic, and we're going to see what the mechanic is doing. The mechanic is still trying to hide, and what the mechanic is doing is that the mechanic is trying to hide in this corner over here, because what happens is that if he can hide, again, he wants to try to survive so he can get to the basement. And what's really interesting is I didn't think of this strategy, right? So I'm here because I'm a top player trying to give you guys some solid like input to give you an idea of what they're doing. And they're doing things that are things that I haven't even thought of. The idea that the mechanic would hide. And what the mechanic was doing there as well is the mechanic was decoding occasionally, so none of it. Let's see if he can get the kill. Oh, he was able to prevent it. Able to prevent it. Excellent work. Right there, was able to hold him off. It is currently still 3-0. Great stuff. Mechanic Skywalker tried to pull off a really incredible move. He didn't do anything wrong. He knew that if he tried to go in for the rescue, he probably wasn't going to get it. They tried to play conservative so they could get the point. Nothing wrong with that. Very smart move. Better to get 1 point than none. Again, sometimes you can have the best strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it doesn't mean that it was a bad choice. It just means that it didn't go just as favorable as you want. You had the right idea. And that is game 3, and right now we are going to go. We are going to add. He knew. Dead knew. Dead's like, Perswayable's going to come up here and ask me, who do we need to ban? He's like, machine. Good stuff. Let's get this going. Good job, Dead. So again, for those who are watching, the rules are pretty simple. The hunter is allowed to ban 1 character. The hunter is allowed to choose the map. And each teammate on the survivor list can only use 1 survivor. You cannot have duplicates. You can have 2 coordinators. You can have 2 perfumers. Right now, you have 2 teams. We have Team Lamborghini versus Team Alpha. Right now, it is Team Alpha. They have 0 points. They have been killed. All four survivors have been killed 2 times in a row against one of the best hunters that we have in the United States. Dead 827. Great hunter, ranked #1 overall. And then you have Team Lamborghini, who has Liz Flower, Skywalker, and Kenny, all top players. Right now, what we have Schmitty as the coordinator, Hokage as perfumer, Yo Mama as magician. We got Exilo Gaming as thief, and let's do this. Let's get to it. Talking a lot, it makes me thirsty. I gotta get the fluids in. Hydrate yourselves. Alright, here we go. Clown is gonna move around. He already has a propeller. Very good stuff. Again, there's nothing more frustrating than being a clown and not being able to find your attachments. And what he's doing is he knows that he doesn't have to rush too fast. He can start moving towards a survivor, but he needs to get these attachments. And he knows that. So he's going to move his way towards the survivor. He's going against Hokage. Hokage ranked 15th overall. So we're going to see what they're doing. She decided to use the perfume. Wow, she got the stun. Excellent stun. I'm surprised she got that. I didn't think you... There we go. Oh, but he was able to get the hit right there. Excellent hit. And that's what Dead does. Now, Dead has his attachments. And this is why it's so important to use your attachments correctly. Yo, look at that prediction. Look at... Oh, that was amazing. Good job, Dead. She climbed the window and he made a decision. Did she climb the window and run and I can't see her, or did she use the perfume? He knew she used the perfume, turned around right away and was able to secure the kill. And this is how you have to... This as a hunter, just excellent gameplay from Dead827. Able to read the situation, able to see what was going on with the perfumer. Just excellent, excellent gameplay. And we're going to see what happens. So we see the coordinator go for a rescue. She's used her tide turner. The question is do you use your flare gun? He's going to go for the next attack. Coordinator is going to have to make a choice here. Coordinator's not going to use the flare gun. That's a very wise choice. You do not want to use the flare gun right now. It makes no sense. Hokage is about to go down again from excellent choices that Dead827 is deciding to make. And now it's up for the coordinator to go in for another rescue, but this time use the flare gun. It's a debate among coordinator users. Do you use your tide turner and your flare gun, or do you use the tide turner, allow the 20 seconds to end, go down, allow them to go for the rescue, and use your flare gun? You can do 2 saves instead of 1. That's why it's important to get the rescue before Hokage... Before the health goes more than halfway. A lot of people who go in for the rescue, they don't pay attention to that. You have to rescue before the health is halfway. You have to. Because then, if you do that, you're able to rescue. They can die, go back on the rocket chair, and they don't die immediately. You can get a second rescue like that. Excellent gameplay. Coordinator took a hit on purpose. Now, if Dead827... Oh, Hokage jumped way too soon right there. Excellent move from 827 being patient. Sometimes you do that when you're playing this mental game. You're thinking, is he charging? Did he charge around? I need to hop this pallet. Hokage made a choice, made it a little bit too soon. Dead827 was able to capitalize it. That's the first elimination. And now Schmitty is now currently laying down on the ground, trying to survive. Hopefully we can see him get back up. We'll see if he has self-heal. But Dead, he wants to move around. He knows there's only one cipher remaining. There is only one cipher remaining, and he knows that he does not have time to mess around with the coordinator. Even if he puts the coordinator on a chair, that takes time. Even if that takes 10, 15 seconds, this last cipher machine can go down. So, you're seeing excellent gameplay from Team Alpha. Team Alpha are the survivors. Even though Hokage unfortunately made a little tiny mistake there, which happens all the time, she was able to maximize her ability to really do as much as she could with what she had. And with that being said, excellent work on Hokage, excellent work from the team. They're trying to decode this last machine. We're going to see what Yo Mama ends up doing over here. Now, we have approximately 75 to 95 seconds that you're going to see the coordinator. Right there, you saw Yo Mama put that pallet down early. And Yo Mama is not trying to... He knows Dead is a good hunter. He does not want to try and just go in. We're going to see if he can get the rescue. Here we go. He took the hit. We're going to see if the coordinator can go down. He's probably going to try to tunnel the coordinator. He knows that he needs to get the coordinator down again. Oh! Ooh, excellent. What was that? Excellent blink control. Sorry, guys. I get really excited. You're seeing genuine emotions right now. You just saw Dead827 blink through the wall. I can promise you when we make a highlight reel, that is probably, as of now, going to be the #1 move that I have seen this entire time. That was an amazing, amazing move. He blinks to an area that he doesn't even see. He has the map memorized. He swings, gets the terror shock. What do you do against that? What do you do? I can't give you advice. There's nothing that you can do. That is top quality. That is how you know you're a good hunter. When you play so good that you look at your gameplay and you say, there's nothing I could have done better. There's literally nothing. All right. I'm gonna calm down a little bit, but this is exciting, guys. This is exciting. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Exilo Gaming going down. Now, Exilo Gaming, again, ranked 13th overall. Very good player. Known him for a very long time. Very, very glad to see how much he's improved in the last 2 months. Very proud of you, Exilo Gaming. Now, Exilo Gaming went on that rocket chair. But again, what you're seeing with this top strategy is you're seeing these survivors take turns on the rocket chair. That's what they're... Now, they're not... It's not like they're standing there saying, you know, please kill me. That Doom Shock. Ooh! Excellent work, Dead827. So Doom Shock, for those who don't know, is different from Terror Shock. Terror Shock is being able to hit them while they're vaulting. Doom Shock is a selection 20% chance, being able to down somebody with one shot when they're 18 meters away from a rocket chair. They were able to get Terror Shock. They could probably get this. Very excellent work. Very excited. And like I was saying before, what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of these top tier players take turns, if you will. Now, what you see Dead827 doing is he needs to make a choice here. Do I go after the coordinator, take that coordinator, put her on the rocket chair? No, I don't. What I'm going to do is I know that the 2 survivors are running this way. I want to get those 2 survivors. I don't want to give them any points. Was able to get Yo Mama down. Yo Mama, last season at one point, was ranked 2nd overall for Survivor. He's currently ranked 16th. He plays only 1 ranked session a day as of now. That's why he dipped a lot. Has no more illusions, but you're seeing a top magician right there. He was able to use illusions effectively before, successfully 2 times. You're seeing a lot of changing on the chairs. I think right now, what we're going to see what Exilo chooses to do. So instead of Exilo trying to go for the 1 point, he's going to play a little aggressive. We're going to use his perspective right now. He needs to make up his mind as to what he's going to do. Does he go for the rescue? Does he go for the conservative 1 point? Very interesting to see him not trying to escape right now. It almost would be better for him to escape to get that 1 point. He's going to allow that hit to happen. He's going to try to get the rescue, see what he can do here. Coordinator was able to get back up. Now the coordinator needs to make her choice. Does she go for the rescue? And this is very interesting play from Team Alpha. Instead of going for the 1 point, what they're doing is they're still trying to go for the rescue. So if it doesn't pay off, then it's a gamble that wasn't worth it. The problem is that Schmitty is a 1-shot kill. Remember, guys, this is only a 3-0 game. So you would think that gaining points would be your main priority here. And just give me 1 second. Good stuff. Very, very good gameplay here. That was a good... Excellent work. Excellent work. Very, very... I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see them make that choice, to be honest with you, in terms of moving. But what we have, so we still have the overall game 3-0, and what I mean by that, and if we can, we are going to give me 1 second. We're going to take a quick breather. Give me 1 second as I talk to both teams. Right now it's still 3-0, both teams. And excellent gameplay. Give me 1 second, guys, as we do a little bit of an intermission. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Look at this. This is what the hell Ember uses. Isn't it awesome? This stuff is cool. All right. By the way, very excited to see this gameplay. It's a really, really tight game. Tight game. One match, guys. One match could completely change this. So give me 1 second as we go for a quick intermission. I'm going to write this down now. Do you like that? I'm going to write intermission. As we have 1 second. All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, rather, and you guys, ladies and gentlemen again, just give me 1 second. So what I'm doing is I'm giving both teams a little bit of a breather right now. I want them to kind of take a minute. I want them to collectively gather themselves. And it also seems like I see a lot of the people over here, and very excited. So it's good to see a lot of you here. Thank you, everybody, for watching right now. Really, really solid stuff. As you can see, we're playing with some top players right now. We have some top players to just make it amazing gameplay. Right now, it's only 3-0. It's literally, it's 3-0. That could change with one good game. I mean, it's really, really good stuff. All right, so give me 1 more second as I just take a sip of my drink, and we'll get underway in a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so, having a little bit of a break. I kind of want to highlight some of the stuff that we just saw. I'm going to actually, give me 1 more second. I'm just going to let each team know that we're going to, right now, we're going to give them about a 4-minute break, and we're going to get back. All right. Really, just so interesting. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for watching. You guys are doing a really great job at watching and having some great feedback with some of the gameplays. And it's really, really such an awesome job watching some of these players play, show you how they're playing, show you how they're doing, and really just doing a good job at being able to put their skill set out there. Remember that it's very convenient to be watching from afar. And I also want to let you all know that a lot of these players, they're doing a very nice thing by allowing themselves to come out into this tournament. I mean, I really want to thank Dead827. I want to thank 915, also known as Liz Flower, Skywalker, and Kenny. That's Team Lamborghini. They're currently in first place right now, 3-0. They're doing a very, very, very good job. And I want to thank them for that. And because they're doing such a great job with showing you some top quality gameplay. What Dead827 did in that last round was one of the best things that I've seen. I mean, the ability to use that blink, I'm telling you, that is one of the best plays that I've seen. That's about it. We also have Team Alpha. We got Schmitty, Yo Mama, Exilo Gaming, Hokage, Blue Race Car, doing amazing, amazing stuff. So I'm really, really excited for that. I'm really excited to see how they continue playing. It seems like what we have here is we have Team Alpha, who's doing a good job at really, in terms of their... Actually, you know what? Blue Race Car, ranked 15th overall. He's the survivor for Team Alpha, doing the best that he can. In 3 matches, he's only allowed 3 points, so he's doing his job. I'm very impressed with that. Dead827, right now, if I had to give somebody the MVP award, I would probably say him. I mean, he's been able to shut down Team Alpha 3 rounds in a row. He's doing amazing stuff. He's showing you trick plays. We have seen now twice him charge, blink, and get his hit. We've seen him blink through a wall, get his hit with a Terror Shock, get a Doom Shock. I mean, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's very easy to look back and be like, oh, like, I'd play differently, or I would do this, or I would do that. But I can guarantee you when you face a hunter like Dead827, or you face a hunter like Blue Race Car, they're going to make you second guess. They have that fear factor. They have that mental game where they know what's going to happen. And just because I haven't done it yet, Perswayable. All right, we're going to take another drink, and then we're about to, another drink of this water. Important to hydrate yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Perswayable. In real life, I'm a registered occupational therapist. I'm also, I was also ranked first overall for EXP for a Survivor. I won the pro status with the development team with a tournament that they had a few months ago. I was a ranked number 1 overall for EXP. I was a top 50 hunter, and I was a top 10 survivor, and that's why you're seeing my ugly mug on here doing this announcement, showing you this gameplay. I want to give a big shout out to the development team. The development team has done an awesome job at really ensuring, hey, you know what? We have this big fan base. We have a lot of competitive players, and a lot of them want these tournaments. We're going to give it to them. Big shout out to them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. This is the Hell Ember. This is the Hell Ember. Who wants to get hit with this? I don't want to get hit with this. So really, really fun. This is such a great night. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm doing the best that I can. And furthermore, we're going to have more in the future, hopefully. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a supportive community. Thank you for helping making the game better. And really, again, thank you for all the feedback that you're giving. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to go back through it later on. And really, really excited to see what's going to come on. Again, we have Team Alpha versus Team Lamborghini. Team Alpha is currently losing. Team Lamborghini is up 3-0. Give me 1 second. We're going to see if everyone's organized. We're going to keep playing. Oh, again, for those who don't know, basic rules. Hunters allowed to ban 1 character. Survivors can only play with 1 character per team. You cannot double up. You can't be 2 perfumers or 2 coordinators. And the hunter also selects the map. This is the best way that we felt that it would be fair in the game and allow a lot of that diversity and allow a lot of creativity, so you can see really how a lot of these top survivors are adapting. One thing I want to make very clear is that, you know, I want people to understand that how these players would play in a rank match is slightly different. They're playing slightly different based on the tournament rules. Furthermore, with that being said, they're playing slightly different because of the rules. They're not allowed to have 2 perfumers, and characters are banned. You see Team Alpha right now constantly banning the coordinator. That makes it more difficult for them to play their normal builds. It makes it more difficult for them to play in a way that they normally would. You're seeing the mechanic being banned from Team Lamborghini. Dead827, ranked number 1 overall. He's banning the mechanic because he knows I don't want to deal with the fast decoding. Although the mechanic technically can decode faster even than the mind's eye, the mechanic gives a 3% boost to everybody else. So, we are ready. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that the teams are all ready to go, and we will be right back. Once again, thank you guys very much for watching. This is awesome. Alright guys, so, I forgot that the game is over. The tournament is over. You guys are, oh my god, this is so funny. This is so unbelievably funny. I got so excited. I got so happy seeing this gameplay. I forgot that we already did the 6 rounds. So that explains why they went back. Last round I was... Guys, the tournament's over. Team Lamborghini has won. I'm going to chalk this up as a mistake. I hope you guys can find this as humorous as I do. I'm like slightly embarrassed, but I think this is... I got so excited watching this gameplay that I forgot that the tournament was over. Identity 5 tip development team, they're going to hit me up. They're going to be like, so we're going to have to work on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Team Lamborghini has won the match. That's so embarrassing. The whole thing went great. This whole tournament is going great. Everybody has performed well. I was so nervous. I was hoping that everybody would get do the best that they could. And then here I am. I'm like so involved. I'm like, let's do another 6 rounds. Let's do another 12. Why do we need to stop now? Ladies and gentlemen, the tournament is over. I am very sorry. I got some work to do on my own skill. Not only do I got to work on my survivor skills for next season, but I got to work on my MC skills. Right, it's my first time doing this, so go easy on me. Thank you very much for watching this, guys. I had a really great time. Team Lamborghini was able to win 3-0. All participants are going to win a $50 gift card. Team Lamborghini is also going to win an extra $200 for winning this. Again, I would like to give you their names. Dead827, number 1 Hunter. Liz Flower, number 1 Survivor. Skywalker, number 3 Hunter. And number 31 Hunter. Kenny, number 60 Survivor. Against a really competitive team. Schmitty, ranked 17th. Yo Mama, ranked 16th. Former ranked 2nd overall. Exilo Gaming, ranked 13th. Hokage, ranked 15th. Blue Racer, ranked 15th. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this was such a close match. This was the difference. So for those, this is amazing. Amazing gameplay. All of this could have changed in one match. And that's why in the last round, I forgot that it was the 6th round. And I'm over there like, why are they going back? Go and get yourself 1 point. But they're like, this is the last round. We need to go for a tie. Get the tiebreaker. All right. So I've already embarrassed myself in front of many people. However, I really hope you guys had a good time watching the tournament. I did the best as a top player to really try to tell you everything that was going on. I hope that you guys were able to learn some things. I hope that you guys can look at some of this gameplay and take some things from it. Again, I want to thank all of the participants for participating. I want to thank the Identity 5 development team. They have been really responsive to a lot of the players. They're working really hard and making the game better every single day, adding new features. We just got to see the Ripper against some of the best players. We just saw the Ripper essentially go head-to-head against the Clown and was able to do their job relatively well. All he gave up was 3 in 3 rounds. He only let 3 survivors get away. What does that mean? What does that mean with the Ripper's future? Are we going to start seeing the Ripper being played more often, or is the Clown's advantages just too much? We don't know, but what I can tell you is that it's really exciting to see a lot of these characters being addressed. The dev team's always listening. They're always hearing about feedback. They're constantly looking to tinker at things, and the ability for them to do that and to make this and see this in this competitive gameplay is very exciting. Once again, guys, my name is Perswayable. I hope that I did an alright job. Thank you to the development team for helping sponsor this and making this all come to life. There's going to be things happening in the very near future, so stay tuned. Keep working hard, get better, because there's going to be bigger tournaments. I'm going to see you, and you're going to have the option to potentially have me call out your shots in front of hundreds and thousands, even thousands and thousands of users. Again, thank you very much for watching, guys. Perswayable out. Have a good night.